Ann! Where's Ann? She's not here. And if she was, she wouldn't want to see you, Rand.
No? Well, suppose we let her answer that. I'll wait for her.
Now, there's no use hanging around, Jess. Ann knows, and I know, that you want to marry her so you can pay off your gambling debts.
I wouldn't say that.
Finished as my foreman, Bryant. I'll pay you off, then I want you to clear out.
I'll take all of that.
You'll take what's coming to you.
And what's in the safe, too.
So you're a thief as well as a gambler, eh? Why,
Pardon, good sir. Could you kindly direct me to the hamlet known as the Lone Jack?
Well, I'm a stranger hereabouts, hunting a job. But I think Lone Jack is about 5 miles south from here.
Oh, thank you for your courtesy, sir.
That's all right, stranger.
Oh, just a moment. Just a moment. In return for your kindness, allow me to offer you this bottle of Curo. The renowned panacea of the medical world, good for all ills of the flesh.
Thanks, old-timer, but I'm just about as healthy as I can stand it.
This Curo is potent for man or beast. Perhaps your noble animal there may be suffering from an ailment of which you know nothing.
No, that horse is as healthy as I am.
Yeah.
Is that so? Carrying around a big lump like you. I bet I've got curvature of the spine.
That's a darn good trick, Doc.
Science, sir, not trickery, as my good friend here will assure you. Allow me to introduce Medico, my partner in this enterprise.
Who is this big palooka, Doc? You told him my name. What's he hiding his for?
I'm Rayburn, wandering cowboy in search of a job.
There you are, Medico.
Yeah? That's what he says. Looks to me like a wandering bandit in search of a stagecoach to hold up.
Look here, young man. If you're not more courteous, I'll throw you out here and leave you.
Throw me out and you won't sell a bottle of Curo in a month. Hey, Tom, why don't you buy a bottle?
By Jake, I will, Doc.
Permit me, sir. I thank you.
Now I'll show you one.
I told you, Doc. I told you. I warned you he was a gunman.
Amazing precision, sir. I should not like to be your enemy.
Nor I yours, Doc. I bet your stuff is as deadly as mine.
Nothing of the kind, sir. Curo is the savior of mankind.
Yeah. Come on, Doc.
So long, sir.
Hello, Ann. I heard you were in Lone Jack. I thought I'd ride back with you, but you got a long start.
I didn't need any company, Jeff. I suppose Dad told you he'd sent for another foreman.
What do you mean? I haven't seen your dad. Why should he want a new foreman?
Dad will explain all that.
Hold on, Ann. I thought you and I were going to get married someday. I wanted you.
Oh, no, you didn't. You wanted the Gelbert ranch, and you thought that marrying me was the easiest way to get it.
Oh, now listen, Ann. You and your dad have got me all wrong. Why, my intentions were sincere.
What happened? Who did this? Murder.
Hold on, Ann. There's a strange voice. Your father must have a visitor.
Since when are you afraid of strangers?
Not I, miss. I found him like this not 3 minutes ago.
Don't move, stranger, or I'll drill you.
Dad!
You got me all wrong, folks. I didn't do this job.
Get over against the wall. Over there. And face it. One shot fired. And you didn't do this job, eh?
That shot was fired an hour ago on the road. I can prove that.
You'll get a chance to prove it. Don't move. Ann, how much money was in the safe?
Oh, I don't know. Several $100s.
Ann, hold this gun on him while I search you.
I didn't do it, Miss Gelbert. You'll find I'm telling the truth.
Shut up. Turn around. And I suppose this money just crept into your pocket while you were looking around.
Either that or it was just put in my pocket.
Don't lie. You killed him.
If you were to shoot him now, any court in the world would turn you loose.
No. Telephone the sheriff, Jess.
Sheriff's office, operator, and make it snappy.
Keep your hands where they are.
Go on and answer.
Hello. Yeah. You, Sheriff. Hello. Sheriff talking. What's that, Hank Gelbert?
Yes, Sheriff. We've got the man. Come on running.
Be there in 10 minutes. What's up?
Hank Gelbert's murdered. Come on.
Hey, Sheriff, what's wrong? Who's bootlegging now?
I can't.
Help you? No.
Can I help you, Sheriff? You'd like to go along if you got any trouble.
Take care of this money. And bring me a rope.
You can't get away with this thing. You put that money in my pocket and I expect you shot Gelbert.
That'll sound fine when you tell it in court.
It'll sound better when Gelbert tells it. He just moved.
Where you are.
I'm sorry. I'll have to go, Miss Gelbert. I didn't kill your father. I can't prove it if I'm locked up.
If you take another step, I'll shoot.
I don't believe it. I'm sorry, but I'll come back and explain.
You fool. Why didn't you shoot?
Well, that's sure nice shooting.
Glad he shot the tire instead of me.
Well, you can just start changing it to show how grateful you are.
Oh, shucks. I'm always getting in for the hard work.
Well, I don't know what we can do now.
Well, I guess that's as close as we can make it.
My boys haven't been able to find any clues. He's probably a long ways off by now.
I'm not so sure of that. He told Ann Gelbert he was coming back.
Did you learn anything?
Not a thing. I stopped out at the Gelbert place and I saw Ann, and she's got Miss Barnes to stay with her until she sells the place.
I don't think Ann aims to sell. We mean to get married just as soon as it's decent after the death of her father. See you later.
All right, Bryant.
That's a break for Jesse Brand, the old man kicking off. Gelbert didn't approve of Jesse.
Yeah, but it's a tough break for Ann. Property will probably go over the card table, same as Brant's did. What do you have, mister?
A little information. I'm looking for a traveling doctor in the name of Mathews.
You mean old Dr. Kiro?
That's right.
Listen, mister, if you're sick, you better let me prescribe for you, not him.
I don't want his medicine. I want Doc himself.
Where is he? Most likely working the ranches hereabouts. He'll probably be in sometime tonight. Stick around. Maybe you'll see him.
Nope, I'll be moving. I might meet up with him on the road. Much obliged.
Him, the killer? Listen, Goofy, if he was, do you think he'd come walking right in among us? A couple of more drinks and you'll think you've collected the reward.
It might be me or a couple of other fellows.
Friends, I'm here tonight to introduce to you this marvel of modern medicine and science. This certain panacea for all aches and pains, coughs and colds.
Hey, Doc! Why don't you try it on your own cold?
Now, my little friend suggests that I try this marvelous remedy for my own slight ills. I will hasten to do so.
Hold it! Hold it, Doc! Hold it! Look out there! Get a light,
My name is Professor Jeremiah Mathews. P.D., L.L.M.D., and P.U. I come from a family famous for its longevity. My father died at the age of 106.
My father died at 136.
136.
Sure, 136 Main Street.
Young man, another joke like that out of you, and I'll punch you in the nose.
All right, Doc, give it a shot. Come on. Get it on.
You flatter me. As a singer, I'm a novice. But as a professor of medicine, I have no peer.
Which one is the dummy? Come on, let's have that going. Come on.
Oh, forget it. Sing it, come on. Gentlemen, I bow to the will of my public.
There, brought you a hot cup of tea.
Thank you, Mrs. Barnes. That was very thoughtful of you. Oh, you may go to bed now. I won't want anything more.
You better go, too. It doesn't do any good to sit here and think about...
I'm going pretty soon. Good night.
Good night, Miss Anne.
What do you want?
I told you I'd be back. May I come in? Won't you sit down? I must talk to you. I'm Tom Rayburn. This letter from your father came to me through an employment agency. It offers me a good job as foreman. Do I look as though I'd kill the man that offered it?
There was the money in the safe.
Not good enough. The man that killed your father had a stronger motive than that.
What do you mean?
The man you call Jess. What would he have to gain in the event of your father's death?
But I saw him take the money from your pocket.
Easy enough for a man that's clever with his fingers. Does this man by any chance play cards?
Why, yes. He plays.
Quite a lot, I imagine. He could palm that money as easily as he palms a deck of cards. I had no reason to kill your father. What about this man, Jess?
I will listen to what you have to say, Mr. Rayburn. Sit down, please. There was a single shot fired from your gun.
That's right. And if I can find this man who saw me fire that shot, I can prove I was here only a minute before you came.
Thank you, Rose. And now, gentlemen,
From the boss.
Gentlemen, allow me to offer you a bottle of cure.
Hello, Bryant.
Hello, Jeff.
Any news of the killer?
Why have you got such a grudge against that guy? He's done you a big favor.
Left you clear field to marry the girl and all of her money.
I ain't so sure of that. He aims to make trouble. Said he'd be back.
Sure, get him if he does.
I'll get him myself.
Oh, that's it, is it?
Ah, my friend. You're the man who so boldly fought the killer. I've been waiting to meet you, to offer you the benefits of Curo.
Run along. I'm busy.
Ah, but you're not too busy to guard your health against the insidious inroads of disease. Not too busy to...
I said I was busy.
On second thought, I'm afraid that Curo would not be beneficent in your case. I thank you, gentlemen.
What's the lowdown on this thing, Bryant?
It's like I told you. Come on and have a drink. I'll tell you outside. Set him up.
I'll have a little of the same, thank you. Again, I thank you.
Who ordered that drink?
Why, you did, Bryant.
Sure did.
I heard you.
Let's get out of here.
Those are the facts, Miss Gelbert. There's enough evidence to hang me, if it isn't believed.
I believe you, but no one else will. Well, you shouldn't have come back here.
I told you I'd come back and explain. Anyhow, no one had seen me close by except Bran, and this is the last place they'd expect to find me. I've got to go into Lone Jack and see if I can find that patent medicine man.
You can't go into town. They have a description of you.
I've seen that. Except for the clothes, it might be any big man.
The clothes, yes. Wait. These are some things of my father's.
You do believe in me, then?
Do you think I'd let you wear Dad's things if I thought you had killed him?
And you can be sure of this, too. I won't run away until the right man is caught. Good night.
Good night.
What do you have, Doc?
Yeah, the most marvelous medicine, the beneficent of all.
Doc.
Hero is the marvel of the age, the panacea for all countries.
Hey, Doc. Look.
Oh, you're the gentleman who used his gun so accurately, huh?
I'm glad you remember me. I'm going to need your help. I'm risking my neck in coming here.
You're the murderer they're looking for?
I'm not the killer. I'm the man they're looking for. You can help me prove my innocence.
Well, how can I know? If you shot at a man, you certainly didn't miss him.
I'll explain what I want. But we'll have to find some other place to talk. If you'll meet me somewhere outside.
Don't, stranger!
What happened? Who was that? What is it? This is the killer of Hank Gelbert.
Drop that gun!
Wait! Our job's in line.
What do you mean?
He was talking to that quack doctor. Let's find out what he knows about this.
What a bunch of boots we were. Right here and all
You, Doc. What do you know about that killer?
Killer? Oh, you mean the gentleman who just departed from here so hastily?
Don't stall. Who is he? Where did you meet him? And when?
The old crossroads. 5 miles north, 4 days ago at about...
Never mind the time. We're not interested. It isn't healthy to be seen talking to murderers around here. Do you think Curo is good for hemp fever?
Well, perhaps not. At any rate, I had made up my mind to depart from your charming city tomorrow morning.
See that you do. And don't come back.
Thank you. And good evening, gentlemen.
A little bourbon.
Hey. I wouldn't let that fella get away if I was you.
He isn't going to get away.
He's coming. Good morning, gentlemen. Is there someone in town that you sent for me at this early hour?
Somebody's going to be mighty sick if you try any of your funny tricks. Start your car and drive slow.
Sir, there must be some mistake, I assure you.
Are you going to move?
Yes, sir, I was just going to. Stop your car. And get out.
All right. Come on, in the shack. Sit down.
Thanks. I was just going to. Nice place you have around here. Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
What was that man's name you were talking to in town?
In town? In town? Oh, Chicago St. Paul, Minneapolis.
In the saloon last night.
Oh, in the saloon, huh? Let me think. Rayburn. Mr. Rayburn, I believe. Tom Rayburn.
That's an affidavit for you to sign. You'll find it impossible to be present at Rayburn's trial.
Well, I could come back.
I'm afraid not. Sign it.
The time isn't quite correct. It was at least an hour later that I met this gentleman, because I looked at my watch.
Sign it.
Has your friend been here this morning?
Not him, the no account. After a killing in this house, he lets us unprotected women stay alone while he carouses his house. What's the matter? Did you see something?
Oh, no, I just remembered I have to feed the horses since I've let the men go.
You shouldn't have come here by daylight.
Did you learn anything?
Plenty. Brand got a hold of my witness and was trying to force him to sign an affidavit.
What makes you so all-fired sure that fella's coming back here?
He was here last night. When he came into the saloon, he was wearing Gelbert's clothes.
You think he's convinced the girl?
That's what I aim to find out. If I'm not back here shortly, come and look for me.
Stay hidden. I'll get you something to eat. If Mathews comes, I'll bring him here. It's just Brand.
That's too bad. I'm not quite ready for a showdown.
Wait. He can't know that you're here. I'll see if I can get rid of him.
Good morning, Anne. Sorry I'm late. That killer was in town last night. Did you know that?
It doesn't matter about your being late. I'm letting the men go. Come inside and get your money.
Listen, Anne. You shouldn't sell the ranch. I thought that you and I...
And I told you that was all over and done.
I thought maybe he'd come back here.
It doesn't seem likely that he would.
Why not? He was after that money.
He'd have to be pretty cold-blooded, wouldn't he? Took him back to the room where he'd shot a helpless old man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your father's hat? I found it near the room and
I'll look at it later, Mrs. Barnes. I'm busy just now.
Yes, ma'am.
T.R. Doesn't belong to anyone on this place. Where have you hidden him?
Hidden who?
The man who killed your father.
Oh,
Don't lie to me. He's been here, given you some cock and bull story, made you believe he was innocent. Where is he?
Don't be a fool, Jeff. He's not in this house.
Not in the house, huh? What were you doing down at the barn a few minutes ago?
Do I have to explain all my actions to you?
You can do your explaining after I've smoked him out into the open.
Hello, Brand. Thanks for the hat. I wondered where I dropped it. You're not going anywhere, are you? Keep your hand away from that gun, or you might get hurt. Sit down. Sit down, Miss Gelbert. Glad you dropped in, Brand. I'm expecting a man here shortly who wants to tell Miss Gelbert just where I was at the time her father was shot. Meanwhile, you might tell us where you were about that time.
I was in town. Anne knows that.
I know you said you were in town. You met me on the road within a quarter of a mile from here.
What is this, a frame-up? You know we caught this man. Here, red-handed.
Maybe we'd better... The quack doctor just drove up.
Maybe we'd better go over and give it a look. You've fallen for this murderer. You can't will his killing on me.
I beg pardon. I trust I'm not interrupting.
Come in, Doc.
Thank you.
This is Miss Gelbert, Mathews. I guess you've seen Brand before.
Yes, I've had the pleasure.
I want you to tell these folks when and where you first met me and how there happened to be a shot fired from my gun.
I first had the pleasure of meeting this young man about 2 o'clock in the afternoon 4 days ago. Would you mind removing that gentleman's gun before I proceed? I thank you. Now, as I was saying, it... Now, it would have taken him at least half hour to reach this place.
Well, who's to say what time he got here? Are you going to take the word of this peddling quack against mine? If Hank Gelbert could only speak.
I am going to speak, Brand.
Your testimony is good enough for me, Doc. If you'll repeat all that in court, I'm willing to call the sheriff and risk anything Brand may say.
How about what Ann will say? She has to tell what she saw.
You won't testify in court, Brand. You don't dare.
Who said that?
You killed me, Brand.
Get away from me, Herbert! What happened to it? You said between me and Ann!
Nice work, Doc. That'll do.
You tricked me.
Sit down, Brand. Sit down. Better call the sheriff, Miss Gelbert.
Operator, get me the sheriff's office. Hello, Sheriff, this is...
We aren't going to need the sheriff for this party. Take him outside.
Get the girl out of here. Head for town.
Take this. Put it in the car.
In the car?
In the tank, in the tank. Hurry, go on.
Oh.
In the tank. the shortcut to town.
Climb down, man. Keep your hands clear of the guns.
Get the guns, Pete. Well, looks like you got our job done for us before we got here, stranger.
Well, there's a lot of them. I'm glad you came along.
I'm very grateful to you.
That's all right, miss. I was only saving my own neck.
Oh, about that job Dad offered you. Well, it's still open.
Well, I sure would like to take it on.
A bottle of funeral will bring the gentleman around, Sheriff. Ah.